Halkası 81 falan görüşü boksing tekrar çekileceğiz. Lukas Lazokianis, Almanya. Magomed Murtazaliyev.
New match here on C, 60 kilos in the red from Moldova, Ciobanu, his opponent. The move from Israel, Melkamu, FETENE.
Sırf halkası 81 falan görüşü 60 kilogram çekileceğiz. Ciobanu, Moldova. Melkamu, FETENE, İsrail.
Ciobanu, Olympian, world gold and world silver. And victory on MDA from Norway, Felix Balda.
Bir halkası 81 final görüşü 92 kilogram çekileceğiz. Norveçli Felix Balda gelmesiyle başlayacak.
Technical superiority for your winner from Moldova, Ciobanu.
Sırf halkasında 81 final görüşü 60 kilogram çekileceğiz. Moldovalı lider Ciobanu gelme kazandı.
In the blue, and on the other end, one of the most dangerous men in the world, Victor Ciobanu, the world champion, in the red from Moldova. Ciobanu, talk about a guy who is not afraid to leave it all out there.
No, he is a walking highlight reel. He's not afraid to put the big throws in. He's not afraid to take risks. Never goes on the back foot.
Yeah, one of my favorite wrestlers in the world to watch, bar none. When you take out any style, this guy, and 60 kilos, he cuts a lot to make 60 kilos.
Yeah, he's short, but he's very compact. You look at how wide he is, big legs, big upper body.
True 63 kilo.
Yeah.
True kilo guy, but when he cuts weight, he is not as effective earlier on in the day, but later on in the day when he gets his energy back, then he becomes a Victor Ciobanu of 63 kilos, which you want to see. If you want to wrestle Victor, it's going to have to be earlier on in the day.
Earlier on in the day, yeah. The guy's like a diesel. It takes him a little to get going, but once he's going, he's going to get flying.
And when he's that deep on a 2-on-1, you'd rather give up the passivity than give up 2 or 4.
It's usually a 4.
Arms straight. Contact.
This reverse lift.
Again, looking for it, yeah.
Yeah, he comes up through the middle, and he's not afraid. Most guys want to get to one side.
Whoa, what a slam.
So creative. No points.
They didn't give any points from that position. I'm not sure why. Nice, big 4.
And he's going to stay with it, too.
And it goes back to what you said, so creative in what he does. And another big 4.
But 4
and
on the board.
All she wrote. With Ciobanu, the walk-in highlight reel.
From 1-0. Let's see, it's going to be 10-0, I believe.
Yeah.
10-0. It says 14 on the scoreboard, but
unless that big one they give him an 8 for, I don't know.
But that'll put Ciobanu into the semifinals at 60 kilos tonight. He's the top-seeded wrestler. He'll wrestle the winner of Schmidt and MAKARANKA, the neutral athlete and the Austrian athlete. That'll be bout. Forehead to forehead, we're ready. The referees are ready. The wrestlers are ready. We're under action. And it's pretty simple in tonight's session. You win, and you might as well go book your ticket to the Paris Olympic Games because that's where you're headed.
That's about right, yeah. You've got to think the pressure these guys are in, 6 minutes, and you know, at the end of the 6 minutes, you're going to the Olympics or not. It's a huge, huge ask for these guys.
Look at that.
Yeah, that elbow extension there. Ciobanu working good on the 2-on-1.
He's so successful when he gets to that 2-on-1, but not only is Ciobanu looking to punch his nation's ticket to the Olympic Games, he's looking to become the first athlete from Moldova in Greco-Roman wrestling to ever wrestle in 2 Olympic Games. So if he wins here tonight, we look back to 2021 when he made history becoming his nation's first ever world champion. Tonight, he can become Moldova's first ever two-time Olympian. MAKARANKA ends up on top as Ciobanu goes for that arm throw. Nothing having it. 1 minute and 6 seconds passed. Ciobanu's road to tonight's semifinals here at 60 kilos included wins over Israel Ferenti, PETRAVICIUS of Lithuania, and then we get here to MAKARANKA, and on the other side, MAKARANKA defeated Karsabek of Poland, Schmidt of Austria, and that win, he was over Austria, he was down 6-0.
It was a hard fight. He had to pull it back. He had to got down on that trap arm gut wrench and managed to turn him a few times to get some more points on the board. But it was not easy.
No, that was the difference, that trapped arm gut. As Ciobanu is placed in that parterre position. MAKARANKA coming to the right side, looking for a turn. Does have his hands locked underneath, comes through, is gonna have to get 1 foot to the side. Ciobanu doing a good job keeping those hips low.
Yeah, super strong defensively, Ciobanu, in this position. You got to think someone like Ciobanu, who just missed out on a medal at the last Olympic Games, placing 5th. The hunger inside of him for getting a medal in this has got to be so huge.
Something you don't forget.
No, exactly.
When you're that close to reaching your goals, you wonder every day, what can I do today to ensure that that does not happen in 2024. But first, Ciobanu has to get there. 53 seconds left, period number 1. Next up at 60 kilos, we'll see the neutral athlete Alikarov taking on Basar of Turkey. Should be another action-packed match.
Yeah.
Seeing how those guys competed earlier today, but we'll talk about that after this match. 28 seconds left, period number 1. MAKARANKA leads 1-0 over the 2021 world champion Victor Ciobanu, down from his normal weight of 63 kilos. That's the weight where he really strives.
Really, really shown, yeah. I think there's a little bit more game plan from Ciobanu now. I think he knows if he starts the second half now explosive and fast, he'll get the passivity, he'll get on top, and he'll get to work his most dangerous techniques from parterre, which we all know how dangerous he is from that position.
That reverse lift is something I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, me too. But he has to work now for this next 30 seconds. He has to put the pressure on. If MAKARANKA can start putting the pace on also, then it takes a little bit of fizz out of the second 3 minutes. Ciobanu back to that tight 2-on-1. Once he's sucked in on that arm, that's so difficult to get out of it.
Referee's already saying contact blue for MAKARANKA. As he backpedals, Ciobanu looking to get to that 2-on-1 again.
That's what Ciobanu needs to do. He needs to dominate the center, keep his back towards the middle, and just work slowly forward. Keep MAKARANKA on the back foot. When he's on the back foot, then it's passive. Nice left underhook inside.
Switches it up.
Yeah.
Changes course, and instead of going with that 2-on-1 to the right hand of MAKARANKA, switches it up and goes underhook. Not only does he do that, but he gets the inactivity point, and now he goes to work in the top position. Talked about the reverse lift as Ciobanu gets his hands locked.
Yeah, he's going for it. Don't blink, ladies and gentlemen.
No points.
No points on the board, no back exposure, no good lift. But now, for sure.
4 on the board for Ciobanu. He extends his lead to 5.
He's gonna go one more time. Opa!
And that's what we talked about, the creativity that you see from Ciobanu right there on display.
Can't get any better than that. 2 4 points after each other.
And why not challenge?
Yeah,
you're going to see one of the challenges.
He's got a challenge, yeah. Check this out. Boom.
And MAKARANKA was so concerned about his weight going towards his head, he didn't even think that Ciobanu...
Go backwards. If he'd kept a good eye on him today, though, he would have seen that he's done this twice today already. Especially on the edge of the mat where he's got nothing to lose.
So we'll send this over to referee review to see what they think.
Challenge decision. First lift, rotation in the air, 4-point rep. Second action, knee on mat, 2-point. 4 rep, 2 rep, challenge 1.
MAKARANKA wins the challenge, although he doesn't go unscathed. It'll be 7-1 instead of 9-1. And Ibrahim Jijikolu, our head official here, says with the knees of MAKARANKA being down, he's only going to award
he's going to get 2
rather than the 4.
Makes sense. Think? Yeah, it makes sense. Obviously, if you're already on the ground and you turn somebody, it's 2 points. So technically, he was already on the ground. It was a grounded opponent, and then he jumped in between. So 2 points was a good call. Obviously, because it was a big throw onto the back, it looked like a 4. Now Ciobanu's just got to take his time in this moment. Don't rush, no mistakes. And MAKARANKA really needs to start working now. 75 seconds to go. Wow, nice reversal. And that'll be it.
Put an additional 2 on the board for Ciobanu, and now another challenge coming. So we've been here once before. 9-1 is the score.
Looks like a possible step on the foot.
I think it was just a counterattack, in my opinion.
It looked like it.
Judge's decision. Offensive foul by Reds. Action is not valid. No point. Challenge won.
Offensive leg foul called. An inadvertent offensive leg foul, we should say. So MAKARANKA 2-0 on the challenges today. Now Ciobanu gets to that underhook on that left side.
That's all he needs to stay. Stay compact, stay in the middle, left underhook through, and he's okay. Turning a little bit into a scuffle.
He's okay here as well.
Yeah, he's great. Sucking in that 2-on-1 there, that's completely fine. As long as he just doesn't open himself up, as long as you stay compact in your hands and your elbows to the side, you should be okay. Strong base. .30 seconds for his Olympic spot. MAKARANKA just looking frustrated. He's not been able to do anything with Ciobanu on this moment.
He made history in 2021, becoming his nation's first ever world champion. In 2024, we'll see you in Paris. History again for Moldova as Ciobanu punches his ticket to 60 kilos at the Olympic Games.
And we have a red challenge here on Z. Challenge from the red corner on AZE.
PETIC challenge decision. Takedown is correct, 2 point blue, challenge lost.
And it's 7-7 here on net B. Holding criteria right now is the wrestler in blue. You notice that with the scoreboard highlighted. You see it's got the box around it that indicates with the tie score that wrestler has criteria. And the criteria tiebreakers, highest scoring move. Then number of options and then last point scored. And technical superiority, 9-0 victory for winner on net A from Bulgaria, Ciobanu.
Alt alçasında 77 kilogram çekim derecesinde testifat görüşünde Bulgaristan temsilcisi Ciobanu geldi kazanır.
Ilias breaks the tie. He had the lead on criteria, but goes up with a step out. 8-7. New match coming up here on mat A, 77 kilos. In the red, representing Spain, Marcos Sanchez. His opponent in the blue from Sweden, Olofsson.
Alt alçası 77 kilogram çekim derecesi testifat görüşü Marcos Sanchez, Megas, İspanya, Per Olofsson, İsveç.
And now we have a blue challenge over on Z. Challenge from the blue corner over on net C. And 8-7 the victory. The winner from Ukraine, Alexandrin.
Bir alçasında 77 kilogram çekim derecesinde testifat görüşünde Ukrayna temsilcisi Alexandru geldi kazanır.
Challenge decision. Defensive foul by red and then attack from standing, 2 point blue, caution red, 2 blue, challenge 1.
Kırmızıya koşmuyor. Başka bir şey yok.
And a technical superiority victory on net C. Your winner from Moldova, Valentin PETIC.
Siyah alçasında 67 kilogram çekim derecesinde testifat görüşünde Valentin PETIC, Moldova temsilcisi geldi kazanır.
And we've got a new match here on B in the red from Poland, Igor Sahakian, his opponent. In the blue from Greece, Ilias, Котолупенko. In the blue, the Greek athlete, Maksim, NEHODA. Points on the board, but we have a blue challenge on net A. Your match going to be 67 kilos in the red, independent neutral athlete Ruslan Bichoyan. His opponent in the blue from Turkey, Selçuk Can.
Challenge decision. Red wrestler grabbing singlet of opponent. So it is offensive foul. All action cancelled. No point. Challenge won. Grabbing singlet.
Victory on net A from Denmark, Turpal BISULTANOV.
Alçasında 8'de bir final görüşünden Danimarka temsilcisi Turpal BISULTANOV göreve kazandı.
Challenge canceled as the call manual was offensive legs. That was confirmed by the officials, so no challenge here on B. New match here on A at 87 kilos from Croatia. This is Burhan Akbudak. In the red is on blue from Serbia, Alexandru Gutu.
Challenge position. Blue wrestler, blue weak leg. Defensive foul. Blue caution, red 2 point, starting partner.
victory on MDA from Turkey, Ciobanu.
Bir parçasından Çetikör'ün çetin derecesinde 8'de 1 final görüşünde ülke temsilcisi Selçuk'tan geliyor.
And victory on that C from Moldova, Valentin PETIC.
C parçasında ise Moldova temsilcisi Valentin PETIC geliyor.
Match of the session, not of the day. We'll be back here at 1800, but for now we'll start with the quarterfinals at 67 kilos, about 85. Krisztian VANCZA out of Hungary taking on Valentin PETIC of Moldova for a spot in tonight's semifinals.
PETIC also been incredibly strong today. Seems to be so difficult to get out of position and get moving. Like even in like dangerous situations, it seems to be like he can kind of just work his way out of it.
The winner of this match will take on Ukraine's Tokyo Olympics silver medalist Parviz Nasibov for a spot in Paris. And on the bottom side, Givor Sahakian of Poland and Sila of France, a guy who has really surprised me today.
Yeah, he's been really, really strong.
VANCZA earns his shot on top. As PETIC tried to come up, referee told him he needs to open up, so he went back down and now gives up to 2 points for the turn.
Gave up the 2 there.
But also had a high crotch, it looked like.
Almost, yeah. Look, I almost thought he was going to shoot him for the double for a second.
(3-0) the lead now for Krisztian VANCZA.
Krisztian VANCZA also been a guy the whole day who's been incredibly hard to score on. Just always in balance, always in the right place at the right time. Nice misdirection.
How are they going to go? Oh, 2 here, yeah. But PETIC is going to challenge this.
They're going to have to review this because the referee gave 2 to VANCZA, another guy 2, another referee 1. Challenge requested.
And this is one where I would hate to be a referee.
This was
How do you score it?
This was a crazy sequence.
Because it was VANCZA who was the originator of the attack, but the counterattack came from that judo-esque throw by PETIC.
Challenge position, attack, pirate from standing, correct hold, hit on the mat, 2 red, challenge lost.
So the explanation coming from Ibrahim Cicicoglu was Red initiated the attack. Blue's hip hit first, giving VANCZA the 2 points, extending his lead to 6-0. We're still in the first period, 3 minutes, 30 seconds on the clock. So we have 30 seconds left here in period number 1. VANCZA in control.
But that's how he's been all day. It's just been really difficult to score on. He just, the way he stands, the way he moves, it's as if he's 2 steps ahead every single time. Now it's going to be interesting to see how he deals with this situation now. So VANCZA, for example, you're 6-0 in front. What's the next step? You're going to go for 2 more, or are you going to wait for PETIC to try and attack, to try and counter, or just hold on to your 6-0 lead?
From my perspective, you get out of the match as quick as possible.
Yeah.
You want to conserve your energy. You stay here for the next 3 minutes, and you continue to drain your tank. And the most important thing is saving it for the next 3 hours, because you have coming up at 1800, 6 p.m. local time here in Baku, semifinals. The most important match of your life will be tonight. You don't want to sit here and waste your energy.
Very true. A little bit of a slap fight going on.
Last opportunity right here for PETIC.
Yeah.
Minute and 18 to give it everything you have or leave disappointed. Short-handed again.
All depends if you can open him up. VANCZA staying very nice and compact. VANCZA just defensively sound the whole day. Every single match, he's looked like he's been almost impossible to score on. Now that cut's opened up again on his eyebrow from the match beforehand.
Left side of his face.
It's smashed up, right?
2 cuts, one above his eye, one to the left of his eye.
These Greco-Roman boys, not too concerned about any beauty contests.
They clean up VANCZA's left eye as we get back to action. 45 seconds left, 6-1 is the lead for the Hungarian athlete over his Moldovan opponent. That'll do it for the quarterfinals as VANCZA Krisztian picks up the 6-1 victory, punching his ticket to tonight's semifinals. Move to 77 kilos. The 8th final, it's Alexandru Gutu, the top-seeded athlete from Moldova, taking on Patryk BEDNARZ out of Poland.
Gutu, extremely fast, extremely explosive, always going for the big throws. Under 23 world champion from last year in Albania. Very young guy, I believe only 21 years of age.
Yeah, he's a guy who competes a lot, and
Yeah.
he's slowly been climbing the ranks. You mentioned how young he is, but in terms of style of wrestling, Moldova, when you look at Victor Ciobanu and Alexandru Gutu, these guys have a fast pace. They love to throw. And what I like about their style is they're not afraid to give up a point to get a point. And sometimes that's how wrestling has to be.
Yeah, that's how it has to be. This is modern day wrestling now. It's not score a point, hang on in there and see the match out. These guys love putting a show on for the fans. They love going for the big throws. The acrobats in themselves, the way they maneuver with their opponent around. They're just guys who only want to keep going forward. It's 110% from the first whistle until the end of the fight at the end of the 6 minutes.
Starting to see the lights on the phones
Yeah.
coming up as Becca Kandilaki takes out Oscar Marvik over on mat A. That's Azerbaijan's first win of the competition. Gutu goes for a duck. That was
Nice,
quick.
nice headlock now for 4 points.
Without a doubt, 4 points there.
Now, just for people watching back at home, the reason it's not been stopped was because the opponent's head was still in the mat. Even if the whole body's out, as long as the head's in the ring, you're still active in the match.
Gutu looking for another throw. They're going to go 2 there. They're going to white paddle it.
Yeah.
5-0 the score, 4:08 left on the clock. And Gutu just ran out of real estate. BEDNARZ did a good job not exposing himself.
In that position, yeah, heavy hips, kept his stomach down to the ground. But Gutu with that headlock, it's so fast. You literally have to be switched off for half a second and he's already locked around your neck, ready to go.
Well, what he does is he goes for that duck on one side, and when you defend the duck, then he's already coming with the headlock, and you don't even see it because you have to be 2 steps ahead of him.
Well, that's it. He's constantly working. That's what I mean. When you're constantly working and you go in attack, attack, attack, techniques after each other in sequence, then it's so difficult to defend.
We talked about this weight class earlier in the top side of the bracket. Having those 3 world champions. Ibrahim Ghanam already lost. Burhan Akbudak is down over on mat A. So Gutu needs these guys to continue to fall off, at least in terms of the world champion, to continue to keep these things rolling. Victor Nemes hasn't competed yet, but he's coming up on bout 68. That'll be on mat C. Gutu with that 5-0 lead heading into the second period. Good period from him.
Yeah, but like I
think
said,
he'd be happy with it.
Yeah, I would be too. Just that headlock so explosive. And you know, if you look at him, doesn't look tired, doesn't look out of breath, looks ready to go another 3 minutes, easy. He knows it doesn't matter what the score is. He knows that with one big throw, he can pull it back. Just by how explosive he is and how quick he gets to his exchanges.
One point for the step out for Gutu, 6-0 the lead. This season, Gutu, 5th place at the European Championships and then 11th place at the Thor Masters. But you mentioned the success he's had. U23 World Champion in 2023, European Champion U23 as well a season ago. 2 years ago, U23 World Silver Medalist. The same year, U20 World Bronze Medalist.
Well, there you go. The guy's racked up some medals over the last few years.
But how often do you see that? A U20 bronze medal and a U23 silver.
Silver medal, yeah. Yeah, you know, that's what I said all the time. These guys, these young guys at the moment, the level that they're at right now, you see it, they're going into seniors level and they're winning fights, they're winning medals. It's so high at the moment. It's a little bit crazy, and it all depends on the draw. You know, you could get the number 2 guy in the second fight, and your second fight not go exactly to plan, that he goes through, and you're for the bronze medal. If he was in the other side of the bracket and he gets to the final, it could be first place or second place. So with the under 20, under 23, you never know. Maybe even met the same guy.
And another example of this that immediately comes to mind is Irina Rangaci out of Moldova, who was a senior level world champion in Oslo, and then she went to the U23 World Championships a few weeks later and didn't win the world title. So how do you win a senior world title but can't win a U23 world title? It's how the bracket plays out.
How the bracket plays out. It's also how you are on the day, how are you feeling, if you got any injuries, any knocks, you know, maybe the weight didn't go to plan, maybe you got a little bit sick the week before. Nobody knows. But that's the beauty of wrestling, you know? You can never call it. Your opponent...
Gutu with the 6-0 lead. Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's okay. I say your opponent's got 2 arms and 2 legs, just like you. Anything can happen in this sport. If you're just asleep for 1 second, it could be done, you know? So...
The drone flying above us, you could feel the wind coming down.
Coming from the drone, yeah.
Feels like an air conditioning unit.
Yeah, he needs to keep it here above us.
Gutu's going to hang on to the 6-0 lead and move into the quarterfinals. 2 more wins puts him to the Paris Olympic Games, but we won't look that far just yet.
Second round, just nice and technical, took his time. Didn't go any risks. He knew what he had to do. Put his points in the first round up. Was comfortable in that second round just to cruise through.
Alexandru Gutu of Moldova. His opponent, independent neutral athlete Adlet TIULIUBAEV. Victory on net B. In the ring from Turkey, Enes Başar.
Bir parçası altın çıkarıp çekileceğiz. 41 final görüşünün galibi Enes Başar, Türkiye.
New match coming to be 97 kilos in the red, representing Serbia, Mihail Bradu. His opponent in the blue, from Ukraine, Evgeny Saveda.
Bir parçası 90 kilogram çekileceğiz. 41 final görüşü Mihail Bradu, Serbia, Evgeny Saveda, Ukrayna.
Challenge decision, first action 4 point. And then red wrestler screws with leg. This is defensive foul. And then throw by blue. 2 point blue. 4 blue, 2 blue, caution red, 2 blue. Challenge 1. Starting parterre.
athlete Kirill Naskevich.
Asfaltçasında sesiyeti çorap çekileceğinde 4 metre final görüşünden Valentin Maskeviç.
We mentioned MDA, 60 kilos in the red, independent neutral athlete Anvar Alatara. His opponent in the blue from Georgia, AZE.
Altıncı saflı çorap çekileceği 4 metre final görüşü. Andreas Nitrat status AZE Justas.
And a victory on that scene, a winner from Moldova, Alexandrin Gutu.
Alçasında 72 çorap çekileceğinde 4 metre final görüşünden Alexandru Gutu, Moldova.
Akbudak, I mentioned the world champion, down from 82 kilos to 77.
But we talk about that first match of the day being so difficult, because if you remember rightly, Akbudak at the beginning of the day didn't look like his usual self. He didn't look like he could get going. He was a little bit slow on the legs after that first 3 minutes. The 2 matches after that, completely different story. And then you're back to the 82 kilo world champion, Akbudak.
And that's the interesting part about this competition is you don't have to weigh in twice. So after that initial weigh-in, it may take you 2, 3, 4, 5 hours to get back up to your normal weight. But there is no cutting weight after this.
No, you can eat what you want after this. That's always a good feeling when the competition day's done and you can hit the buffet. What a life.
Gutu made his way to the finals with an opening round win against Poland BEDNARZ. Following that up, TIULIUBAEV, the neutral athlete. And now we see him taking on Burhan Akbudak. So 2 wins in 2 matches for Gutu, who is the top-seeded athlete at this weight coming into the European Olympic qualifiers. And on the other end, Akbudak picked up 3 victories. Azerbaijan out of Italy in the first round, followed by Varga of Czech Republic in round 2, and Kasimijevic of Croatia in round 3. Should also mention, after seeing Victor Ciobanu earn the berth for Moldova at 60 kilos, if Alexandru Gutu is able to pick up a qualification spot here, this would be the first time ever in Moldova history that 2 guys from Greco-Roman have made it to the Olympic Games. They've never had that. We talked about Ciobanu never erasing that deficit of never having a Moldovan athlete reach the Olympic Games on 2 occasions. So history for Moldova, potentially twice tonight.
Nice gut wrench there. But Akbudak, that gut, he's catching that arm. Like the first time he's caught it, he's going to cinch it in again. Now he needs to, walk towards that arm. Then he gets a little bit closer and he can tie it up.
How smart was that to come back to the left side so he didn't run out of real estate?
Yeah, very smart. Gutu's reversed it now, put him on his back.
You've mentioned it a few times today. Having the composure to slow down in those moments. And it did look like the right arm of Burhan Akbudak came up to the left leg.
Yeah, kind of blocked that foot from stepping in, yeah.
It's actually both.
Both.
At that point, you'd rather give up the 2, then go 4.
Yeah, and then go flying on off the mat, exactly. Well, there we go. 7-4 it should be on the clock now.
More importantly, though, because the leg foul came, they're going to put Burhan Akbudak in the down position, so Gutu will have his chance. And it's important because he will also have the opportunity in period number 2 because Burhan Akbudak.
Yeah.
So this could change the complexion of the match. Gutu down 7-4, but he's on top looking to score and equal this matchup. 52 seconds left in period number 1. World champion finding himself in some trouble right here.
Been challenged again.
It's going to be rare that they give 2 leg fouls. I think this one is a challenge you don't have to give.
No, I don't think so. It's a big risk. But who knows? It looks like it on the video.
It does look like it, so it'll be 7-6. In addition to that, Akbudak will continue to go down.
To go down on the ground.
Now what that does, say Gutu doesn't challenge and he goes into second period, gets the 1 for the passivity, then he only needs a turn, which we saw he's able to get. Then it's tied 7-7 and you're in a lot different position. Now he needs multiple scores.
Nice positional awareness from Gutu. Even though he was on his way down, he realized Akbudak was on his way backwards and his foot was already in the orange, so he just knew all he had to do was just give him a little bit of a push, a little bit of a drive, and he could take the point.
.15 seconds left in the opening frame. First period ends with Akbudak leading Alexandru Gutu 8-5. High-scoring first period. I would have never expected.
Really high scoring. Always in these semi-final matches, you don't really expect it to be too high scoring, but right now, Gutu really needs to go out now and put the pressure on. Again, for that 30-40 seconds to try and get the passivity. To get it down to 8-6, a roll 8-8.
Gotta love that.
Sticking his hands out in protest as if to say, look, he's not got an arm, he's only on my neck.
Nothing's gonna come from this.
You're gonna call it or what?
Wasting time on the clock, and I need that clock to be my friend.
Nice, again. Positional awareness. He knows he's on the back foot. He knows, okay, if I drive forward now, he's only in a headlock position. I'm low 7 together. He can't throw me. He has to step out.
And now Blue's gonna get hit for passive, so 8-7 will be the score. A turn here for Alexandru Gutu puts him in the lead over world champion Burhan Akbudak. 2 minutes and 8 seconds left.
Gutu just taking his time here, trying to get under, not rushing. He knows once he's got the lock, he can start to work. Needs to run him off the mat, try and...
What a job by Akbudak.
Yeah, just managed to keep his weight hanging down, which puts immense stress on the grip of Gutu there. And as you saw, he had to let go at the end.
This is what I like to see. 1:45 left, 1 point match, Olympic spot on the line. Doesn't get any better than this. Exactly what we saw with Seal the last match.
Yeah, these guys are really putting on a show.
Cenk Yıldırım in the corner from Turkey, yelling at the referee, Burhan Akbudak throwing his hands out, and Gutu on the other side doing the same thing.
I think both are just clashing heads a little in this position.
They're gonna stop it, and they're gonna... They're gonna go caution in 2, but white paddled.
I think both are as bad as each other in this situation. You can't penalize one when the other's doing the exact same thing. If the blatant headbutts, okay, give the 2, give the warning. But if both are just going for it, then you can't really.
8-7.
8-8 now.
Excuse me, 8-8.
8-8. But Akbudak with those higher scoring moves is in front still. Gutu needs at least another point.
And you see that underline under Akbudak's 8, which means he holds criteria. So if the match were to end 8-8, Akbudak would be declared the winner. 37 seconds left, period number 2. Gutu back to that left side underhook.
That was working for him. He should go back to it a little. But Gutu looking very frustrated now, very tired. Needs something special now.
And Akbudak picks up a takedown to gain the outright 10-8 lead. More importantly, with Enes Bassar at 60 kilos, Burhan Akbudak will see you at the Paris Olympic Games.
Wait. Okay.
Maksim, referee, no stop. Whereas stop around 2-point red, challenge lost.
In red from the Netherlands, Marcel Sturkenberg, his opponent. In the blue from Norway, Maksim.
Finish, you stop.
Bravo!
time. Okay. On point.
Challenge position on the back B.
And the match of the C from Romania, Mihail Bradu is opponent in blue from Georgia,
We jump up to 87 kilos, about 44 quarterfinals. In the red from Moldova, Mihail Bradu. And in the blue from Greece, Ilias PAGKALIDIS. PAGKALIDIS, U23 world team member, also a senior world team member a year ago for Greece. Senior World Championships, 21st place finish at the U23 World Championships, a 22nd place finish. And on the other end, 5th place finisher a year ago at the World Championships for Moldova, Mihail Bradu. Moldova, sneaky, building up a great team.
Yeah, they've got some guys under the radar what are coming through now with some really strong guys. Like I said, when you've got guys, for example, like Gutu, like leading the pack, these guys are going forward. It's difficult to not produce good guys. You know, they see it done. They see guys going on the map, beating world champions, getting world medals, and it just starts steamrolling. The train starts going forward, starts picking up other guys on the way.
Do you know what I attribute their success to, though? When you look across the board, it's not only in Greco-Roman, and we talk about Alexandru Gutu and how he competes at the U23 level, the U20 level. Moldova sends their athletes. If there's a competition, you can bet that these Moldova athletes are going to be there, and it's not just Greco-Roman, it's women's wrestling as well. And you saw it with Anastasia Nikita, who's a world champion. You saw it with Irina Rangaci, who's a world champion. You saw it with Victor Ciobanu, world champion. So Moldova, you look at Moldova 5 years ago, and they didn't have the success they have today, and it is solely because they compete more than anyone else in the world. Experience is key.
experience is key. Mat time. There's nothing more important than mat time. For example, you can, if you're inactive and you're not used to this competition feeling, you know, everything's different on competition day. It's not like you're training in the gym. You can have matches in the gym, but it's never compared to like a competition day. So as soon as you start making it as if it's like just getting out of bed in the morning, competing, you compete way better anyway at the end of the day. Staying active is the key anyway. You know, as long as you can keep injury free and you can stay active.
Not a lot of action thus far. PAGKALIDIS leading 1-0.
Yeah, just got both wrestlers feeling each other out again, just staying comfortable in the middle of the mat.
And it has to be hard with so much on the line to have the understanding that one mistake can not only ruin your tournament, but you're training for this cycle for 4 years. One mistake can put that all on the line.
It's a brutal sport at the end of the day. There's a lot of, especially on this tournament, there's a lot in play. Some guys don't want to risk it too soon. They just want to just be careful. You know, he felt comfortable with the 1-0 lead. He's in the middle. He takes his time. He's in the center. So it'll be interesting to see how he goes forward in the second round now. Because like we said before, Bradu's probably going to get the passivity, so he's going to go down.
And while we mentioned Moldova, their success, on the other side, with Greece.
Yeah, at the moment.
They're building something special over in Athens. Darian Kugraliev, Gorgios Kouyomitsidis, just guys that not only that will be in Paris, they are potential medalists.
Yeah. 100%. Like I said, Bradu will probably get the passivity in his favor. Be interesting to see what he does now. There's 1-1 on the clock. Tight gut wrench to the right side from Bradu. Going again.
Another gut wrench. If it first doesn't work, try again.
Try again.
Challenge requested. It looks like the Greek corner doesn't feel like
they've done enough for the 2 points there.
Yeah. PAGKALIDIS did not expose is what they're saying, but they haven't added that second 2 to the board, so I'm not sure if Greece is going to challenge.
It's added now, though. They've put it
there
on.
we go.
Yeah, 5-1.
So they're going to cancel the challenge, and the referee is going to walk back, and they're going to see that the 5 is on the board, and then they're going to challenge it again. Now the referee realizes they want the challenge.
From Serbia, Alexandru Gutu. New match coming to 87 kilos in the red from Georgia. Burhan Akbudak is opponent in the blue from Romania, Ilias.
Sevgili çekilir cəsi, axalçası, 81 final döyüşü, Burhan Akbudak, Justas.
Challenge decision, 2 points for the first action, and then second, 2 points for danger position. 2
Challenge lost, so he did give the 2 for Bradu on that gut wrench. Judges felt like he'd done enough on that turn.
And I as well thought it was pretty clear.
Yeah, I thought so too. Again, too much momentum on the edge. Really intelligent there from Bradu. Knew exactly where he was. Could use that momentum there just to shift his opponent on the outside.
He's really turned things into another gear here in the second period.
Yeah. Well, as he got that passive and he used his chance, you know, you get on top of your opponent in that position, you've got to make it work for you.
Oh, this
Hands
has the
are
potential
locked,
to
yeah.
be.
He gives up the 2.
Yeah, smart just to bail there. So it'll be Mihail Bradu picking up the 9-1 victory at 87 kilos. And he'll move into the quarterfinals. Keep things rolling here at 87 kilos. Really turned things on. Did a great job. And next up at about 26 in the quarterfinals, it'll be Bradu and Turpal BISULTANOV of Denmark.
Alexandru